again. Here we are with Burke and Dragon Fighters Dungeon Wars. Have you downloaded it yet? Because what I'm going to show you is what's new and what's coming. So it doesn't even look like this anymore. You're going to be like this? So today we're going to go into castle building or dungeon building. You can call it what you want. You can make indoor and outdoor stuff, but we're going to have a big castle adventure. You start with this. Hey, let's do this dramatic. And then the dinosaurs kill you. Jurassic Park. So you start with a small castle, so you get your free gems that you start with, and we give you quite a bit that you can do quite a bit, but you don't know. Like, you don't know until you get in there. Like, literally, it's like, here's a dragon, here's a gold mine, and here's a Gatling bow to protect your castle from other people. But realistically, there's so much. It's so crazy, and this dog is not going to cooperate. So in my castle, of course, I've cheated a bit because I do have to get back to working on this game. Not that playing the game isn't important, but I do work here, and it's still, you know, there's still lots to be done and more things to add because that's what you asked for. So this is your castle heart down here, and it's where, you know, the Energon cubes of life come from, and you can upgrade that thing. Oops. By tapping it and then tapping the little upgrade button there, and it shows you all the stuff that unlocks with the next castle heart and slash next castle. So outside on the map, your castle gets bigger and bigger. We actually just added a bunch of castles, so now if you go up to level 10, you see a bunch of cool upgrades. Right now I'm at level 5. I can go up a bit higher, but let's not get crazy. It increases your capacity to hold a certain amount of gold and your hit points on your castle heart, so when people do attack you, it takes them longer to destroy your castle heart, and therefore, you know, it's better for you. If they run out of time while they're trying to attack you, they'll get less of your stuff, because they still have to destroy your castle heart to get the stuff. That's a long way around to explain that. Like I said, I started with a little bit of a cheat. If you've tuned into the last time, when I introduced you to Dragon Fighters, you got to have Brent to Brent to Brent is a theme song we have around the office, because Brent's the guy who, like, makes this happen in real life. Well, in whatever this imaginary box Matrix life is, but it's nothing. I draw pictures, then I give it to Shelby and Clyde, they turn it into 3D things, then they give it to Brent, and Brent is like, yeah, I'll write words that are also, like, code, and then that will, you know, make it do the things. And honestly, for the first, like, few months of my life as a person, creative directing something like this, I'm just like, you're crazy. This doesn't make sense. You're all liars. But here it is. So, like I said, I go to Brent, and I'm like, give me a special magic button, Brent, just for me, because I'm special and great. That lets me have as much money as I need to show the people what they need to see. I'm also lazy and busy, so whatever. I've filled this one room with a pile of gold mines and elixir storage, elixir drills, iron mines, and wood storage, all that stuff. I've upgraded it a little bit to increase my capacities there on the top, so, you know, I don't run out of money when I'm showing you cool stuff. I'm gonna fill my... Oops. Don't look at that. That's not a thing. I don't know what that was. It's not a special button. I meant to go here, which is what you can do. You can't use my special button. Dog. And then I'm just gonna use a pile of gems that Brent gave me special and fill up all my storages as far as they can go. So anyway, we're gonna go into the shop and see what we got. We have defenses to fight off angry beasts and people. Gatling bows are basically a giant automatic bow that it's a spear cannon. It's a spear cannon. I should have called it a spear cannon. I meant for it to be like a Gatling gun, and somehow it got out of hand. Things change. People make decisions, and you forget about your own decisions. Walls. Each one of these things you upgrade so they transform and get visually more bigger, scarier, and crazier. Totems are the worst. If you want to know how to really defend your castle, put a bunch of totems in there, and everyone will hate you, and it's impossible to they just kind of hold you back, and you have to destroy them. Like, they're really hard to get around. Face macers, I believe I've talked about the face macer. I thought it was a clever thing the day we were designing maces for Clyde and the character to carry around and beat things with, and I thought let's turn this into a robot machine that spins around and maces people in the face automatically. And now when I play the game, I curse the face macers with actual curse words. I don't say curse you. I F S D bag McGee. In the monsters / enemy section, we got a bunch of cool guys in here. Also, I don't know. I think my favorite part about this is tooting my own horn. Most of these I designed and came up with, so if you don't like the dragons, you don't like me. I'm a pretty nice guy, so like me to like my dragons. I think they're super fun. I did the first design, then I again handed them off to Shelby and or Clyde, and they put their mark on them. And I don't know, I think they're great. So you can buy some dragons and put them in there. This guy is exceptionally terrifying, the Alpha Shadow Dragon. There's like little dragons, and then there's boss dragons as you go through the game, which basically just means big and small. Let's spin this guy around. Oh, the object here. Oh, I don't have enough space, so I'm going to put him right here for now. Boom. And then I'm going to move these dragons slightly. And then I'll pull him back, so now they're in this like flanking flying V Mighty Ducks position. I'm gonna spawn them instantly. That's cool because Brent gave me that money. I just like I said, you can wait. It's not a giant long wait time. It's not as bad as any other game. But I gotta get back to work. So we'll zoom in there. You can see how terrifying that guy is. When you're actually in game, it's even more so terrifying. It's slightly less of a down shot, so you can see him coming at you. And like I also mentioned before, I encountered the Minotaur, which I realized I hadn't seen him in game yet, and he scared the living turds out of me, because he like spins around for his special big move, and it's just like crazy energy, lightning, giant hammer everywhere. And when I drew him, he's just like, hey, look at me, I'm a Minotaur. We could be friends. He was a murderer the whole time. So, what else do we have in the store here? So we got the monsters. Like I said, I could introduce you to all of them. Grass Dragon, Poison King, Shadow Dragon, Shadow Minion. Man, when you get to the levels where there's Shadow Minions, and Andrew is a terrible person who designs these levels, so whenever you're like, so many things trying to kill me, you can say, Andrew, you're the worst, but he's the best, because they're really fun levels, and as somebody who, like, has been playing this constantly, I still am like, whoa, how did you, where is this, what in the, and yeah, it's crazy bananas to be in this world. So, anyway, that's Crazy Dragons, Fire, Emperor Dragon. We can hit the info button down there. You can see what actually their HP is, how many hits it takes to kill them. You can check out their damage, their speed, how often they can fire on people attacking your castle, how far their range is, and how quick their mana regenerates, because they also have a mana like you, the character, and they charge up and they'll shoot a giant thing. So if you see somebody charging, especially this big long dragon, just go, and tell someone you trust, because you're gonna get burned. Like, it's, again, I just drew it as a little sketch, and then when you see it spinning and whirling in the real world, it's banana cream pies. Next, we got our resource generators. This is how we make money without doing anything. I'm pretty sure that's what everybody is striving to do. That's the America, I think, that Donald Trump fights for or tries to get people to fight for against I don't know who or why. There's no need to... Anyway, that's another thing. But if you want to be like a rich person who owns a golden castle, you can actually reskin this to be golden. We'll get there. But you want this castle to work for you, so you can get yourself an iron mine, an elixir pump. Same deal. There's a little information button down in the bottom corner of every little panel, and you can see all the stuff. It's hit points, capacity, productivity, and also there's elemental defenses or resistance. As each character kind of represents a different element, so they have different effects on different dragons, on different whatever. It's up to you to dig through all of that information and create your own strategy, which you can, and I'll probably make Shelby cover in another episode, because she's a Final Fantasy wizard, and I'm a Mario 3 guy. But I don't know, again, like I feel like this game has all the things. It has the the fun of a real-time strategy, a little bit of RPG, a little bit of Mario 64 / Zelda 64, and also I can build my own castle in the sky. God, I'm talking too much and not building enough castle. Anyway, back in the shop, there's all your things, and in there there's also the storage. We all understand what storage is. I'm not going to explain that for another 20 minutes. I keep jumping into the store. See how fast this loads and unloads? Beautiful. The decor, that's where I spend all my money and time. Every time I test this game, I end up buying so many chairs and tables, and I forget, I was supposed to check to make sure that artwork went into another completely different part of the game. I'm trying to make sure that the levels are full and the particles are in the right place. I'm not here to buy furniture today. Today, I'm here to buy furniture. Oh, I did bring some water. Excellent. Furniture. So, we got some fancy wooden chairs, we got some wooden chairs, we got some pirate flag. Don't want to infringe on any pirate franchises, so I called it a black flag. Clever. Blue flag, that's like the Ice Nation flag. Light flag is like Durandus Durant and the Light People. The purple flag, that's for the shadow the shadow mages. I was trying to think if I came up with another name for their land, but I don't believe I did. Red flag is the fire people like Shelby. The thief flag is Derek, and then we got some flowers, little flower beds. I actually looked up real flowers and picked the ones that were those colors, so pentas and blue gerberas. I can't say half the words that I put into this game, personally. And that's fun for me. A water fountain. A rock pond. I personally love putting rock ponds. I don't know, I've got a rock pond out in my backyard in real life, so I have to have it in my game. I've always wanted a large stone structure. I didn't design this one. I don't remember when or how this one came to exist, but there it is, and I always use it, and I love it. You gotta have a shed if you're gonna have a castle. Like I said, you can also build an exterior of your castle, so you want to put buildings outside. We got some skulls for the maniacs and the murder rooms, statues of all your favorite characters and horses and dragons. We got a stockade for your victims, and oh man, suit of armor, adventurer's table for planning battle, banquet table for the kings and the queens, different types of thrones, torches. Holy snaps, there's all kinds of things. So first, we need some space to put this somewhere. So I'm just gonna tap. Tap it, it's easy. And then move this, and then tap down again. And then now we got some space. Oh no, the rooms are connected, there's a big hole. Nobody can play this. Chill out. Chill out. Cameron. That's what I'm gonna... Cameron's like one of the guys who's like, he rose to the top of this production type team with all of his skills and power of seeing all the problems before they happen. So if there is anything where it's like, hey, a warning or whatever, that's Cameron. That's Cameron saying, hey guys, I got your back. And it's good to have a Cameron in your corner. Here's the thing we can do. Spin it. Oh, now it's a whole new world. A whole new crazy point of view. No one to tell us no or where to go, or tell us we're only just dreaming. It's Dragon Fighter Dungeon World. I'm just gonna fill up with a bunch of rooms here. I'm gonna get some of these crossway rooms. That gives us a lot of directions to go. And like I said, like look at this. This is already getting bananas. You can make a pretty crazy maze and pile up rooms upon rooms. And I'm just gonna give us some rooms right away. I'm gonna spend a pile of gems because I got them for this cool cross room. And let's just do that for fun. So I've done that so far. If you want to know how to really, you know, if you haven't been playing along, this is your first video. We got the castle button. The battle button takes you to other people's castles to battle them, see what they've done. The story mode takes us to the story. You go through the story to unlock more gear for your characters, unlock more stuff, in order to get more money, in order to pay for your furniture in your castle, or weapons to protect it if you're that kind of person, and monsters. But I'm trying to get a nice fireplace. And, I got a whole list of things that I want to put in this game, guys. You can tap on the score up in the corner there, which I believe I said before. You can see all the other people and what they're up to, where you stand against them, and just how good you're doing, and who likes your castle, because you can also visit people's castles and just straight up give them a like, and they can feel special about themselves, or if they like you, you can feel special too. So we got some rooms going on here. Let's make this even more difficult. I'm going to put this way the fun over here, and I'm going to grab one more. Ooh, this room with an extra wall in it, so it's, even though you're just going around the corner, you've still got more corners. It's great. Again, my idea. Some of it wasn't my idea. Oh man. I almost want to say, like, the best part, it's not the best part, but it's one of my favorite parts, is the skin part. So again, we can tap on these islands, spin them with this little spin tool. Woo! And we can sell them, but you have to sell everything on the piece of land first. Just like if you were selling a farm, I don't know. If you want to reskin it, you hit the skin button, and we have pretty much every level that you can unlock as you unlock stuff through the game as well, in the story mode. You can take those versions of the backgrounds and you can put those in your own castle and literally make a big crazy level like Andrew made, and I don't know, send an email to the Dungeon Fighters, Dragon Fighters, Dungeon Wars email and say, hey Andrew, check this out. Not so cool now, are you? He's fine. I don't know why I'm so mean. So there's a gold palace room, colorful forest room, all kinds of stuff for some nice hard gems. And I have to say, I always like, I'm gonna go, for fun's sakes, I like the thick forest. I'm sorry, I like the thick forest. I like starting with that one. So I bought it, I'm gonna equip it, and there we go. Bada bing, you're in the forest. I'm gonna do it to this one as well. Once you buy it once, you just buy that skin, you can apply it wherever you want. So it's just like, hey, Mario Paint. I never played Mario Paint, I don't know how that works. I didn't have a Super Nintendo. I had a Sega. You don't need to know any of these things. So, there we go. We're outside. That's fun. Once I get outside, I like, you know where I'm going. To put up a shed for my tools. Not the kind of person that has tools, but if I did, they go in a shed. Boom. Shed. Might as well symmetrify things, not a word, and do that. If you're gonna have a shed, I mean, you gotta have a flag, right? I'm feeling fired, land people today. Spin that around so it's waving like that. Dang. Sling it over here, because both people should have a flag. Or should they be, they're opposing neighbors, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a little storyline in my own head about the fire person that lives next to the ice person. See, we're having a great time. So far, so good. Alright, we put down a little bit of decor. So this guy's probably going to kill you. I don't know. You might get by him, depending on how souped up you are. You can go pretty much as crazy as you want in each room. There is a limitation for how much you can build at one time, and how many things will actually fit in the room. Decor, you get to just drop and go. Like, it's great. You don't have to wait for any build time. So you gotta have a rock pond outside, or else, I mean, what are you doing with your life? And that'll go over on this neighbor's side, and I just can't stay away from the decor. And a pile of skulls to warn people, hey, this is not for you. You shouldn't be here. Spin that around where I like it. I'm gonna go to this room. What do I guess I gotta defend it against something. Let's see what that's all about. So I'm gonna grab a wall here, make it a little harder for people to get from room to room. I feel it's always great to block off doorways. You can zoom in and out too. I haven't been doing that because I'm a maniac. Once those things are built, upgrade them. We go to another sturdier wood, and it's beautiful. Up one more, again, just by tapping these things you can see what your upgrade is going to be and what your HP. These things don't do damage, it's just a wall. And what's going to happen there. I'm just going to do the two side ones because, like I said, gotta get to work at some time today. Here's the greatest trick that you'll probably learn from playing the single player, but if you really want to make people angry with you, you lay down some projectile firing dealies, and get those built. Oh, it's like a big present. Boom. Give me a present. Birthday to me. And then, again, since you have a limited number of things, you gotta why you want to upgrade your castle as much as possible. If you can put your walls just in front of things that shoot, you don't even have to get too crazy with them. They can shoot over fences, but the heroes can't shoot. They have to destroy the fence first. So if your fence is strong enough, it's gonna kind of, you know, help get some damage done while, you know, nothing's really happening. So we'll throw those things in there. It's always fun to have a little army of purple guys. So you can only build so many at a time. And eventually there's going to be a feature to buy more builders. Is there any in here? No. There is. I've seen it. It's just not in this version of the game yet. So there's some guys in there. Some people like to take a bunch of face macers and just pollute the room with them. In a way that makes it very, very difficult to get through. I'm a pretty nice person, so I have, again, since I get so frustrated by them, I have a hard time putting a bunch of them in there, and I also realize how much my head is completely down. I'll figure something out to get around that. And again, same deal with the walls. If you want to put a projectile firing something behind the face macers, they have to make their way through the face macers, getting their faces maced before they can stop that particular projectile. If you want to be the biggest jerk about it, you throw a poison totem right behind it somewhere, and if you do two, oh, I hate you. You're the worst. Like, if this wasn't my castle, I would hate this person. Like, genuine hate that you take to the grave. That's how I roll. Haven't showed you real upgrades of the weapons yet, so there's a face mazer as it starts. Upgrade it. Speed that up. Gets a little shinier. Now, we upgraded a bit more. If you notice the little maces on the end, they become giant murder weapons. Do you remember in, I think it was The Hobbit, #1? Towards the end, maybe it was 2, when they're on the edge of the cliff and they're all hanging on the tree, and the big crazy guy, who, if Shelby was here, she could tell me his name, the crazy orc, he, like, charges at the bearded, they're all bearded, whatever, he charges at one of the dwarfs, like the main dwarf, the king under the dome with Stephen King, and he makes his face so hard that he's definitely dead. This is like almost one of those, and if you keep upgrading your face macer, it gets more and more deadly and sharp and gigantic and terrifying. I'm gonna upgrade this one one notch too to make this room terrible to get through. And again, to help remind people how dangerous this room is, we'll put a little warning skull thing like, hey, this probably isn't the drone you're looking for. Another great tip is you probably don't want to put all your like resources and generators on the path to the whatchamacallit, Castle Heart, you know, because that's all your stuff. So I would highly recommend like an offshoot room, if you can afford it, that you spin around, drop, put like a bunch of crazy walls in front of, and keep it super protected. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna go around this corner and put it over here. Oh. Alright, so if you're running a gold and you happen to have a pile of gems or a Brent, you hit the little plus, and then we can fill all of these things to capacity. You get a gem. You get a gold coin. You get a wood. Everybody, Oprah. Room. And room, drop it, there we go. So, we got a nice little, I think it's a little, a dragon man, if you want to look at it like that, a little chicken man, or velociraptor shaped castle. And I would grab these things, and I would throw them way back here out of the way. Then I would fill this room here between everything with just everything deadly, so nobody would even bother going to collect my stuff if they really want to, you know, just finish the castle and get the win. Yeah, this is all happening in real time. I can't believe it either. So anyway, you put a bunch of stuff down there like that. Everyone's having a great time. And then on the way to the Castle Heart, you just keep polluting it with stuff that's deadly and dangerous. Cannons? Of course you got to have some cannons. Restaurant dining area, I would say, and everyone has their own little booth. And just a romantic, deadly totem. I just zoom in instead of making it hard for myself. Oops. There, it's like old-timey office cubicle. I'll need a happy little chair for sure. You know, for like somebody, a friend stops by. Friendly giant needs to entertain a giraffe or a chicken in a bag. Again, see how quick and easy this is? It's fun and educational, I think. Once you've done all that stuff and you've gone super crazy, filling it with whatever madness you want, I'm just going to randomly throw a few dragons in here just to make it realistic. This iPad is signed in by Shelby, so Clyde is trying to get a hold of Shelby. And you can probably see some of those messages popping up on the screen, because no matter what I do, I can't make things stop giving me messages. Anyway, you make your castle, and like I said, you can go battle somebody else's, but you can also hit the play castle button and check out your own, and see how it feels and looks on a more visceral level. Alright, look at this. This is terrifying. So we go in here, walk by the nice pond, shoot this thing, shoot those guys. I have a fairly souped-up character here. I'm gonna try and kill him before... Oh, good. Get out of here. Okay. Far enough. Ah, he's still doing it. Okay. I'm gonna use my little spin attack here. I'm gonna blow up my own shed. Normally I'd get a bunch of stuff from all of this, but since it's my own thing that I put here, I get nothing. If I wasn't that souped up, that would not be that hard, or that easy. I'm gonna just spin through all of these. And see, now I don't know which way to go. The crazy people trying to destroy the castle wouldn't know. Died, swapped it for Shelby. Passed by the restaurant here. And destroy this guy. Laser eyes. Fire eyes. Tornado. Now, like I said, this is a pretty high-level castle heart, so it takes quite a few fire beams to destroy it, and then we all have a good time. I've destroyed everything. It took me that much time, and it was fun. We all had a great time. I don't know if I've showed you. Well, check out, see who was at the top of the tester list here. See if anybody made anything cool, and they didn't. So I won't waste your time. See, I'm gonna not press the like button here. I could, but Sean 101, he's one of the developers, the programmers. So he's definitely got to make a bunch of versions of himself to test things as he makes them. Because I'm still on the special version with my magic button, and you guys don't get a magic button or Sean 101. But you can find My Curtis Carey Castle, which is even bigger and crazier than this castle, and anyone who thinks they can beat the guy at the top of the list now, Alessi Pogi, I think he is, the name is, go for it. I dare you. Next time I'll try to defeat that castle, maybe.